Imagine this. You wake up feeling trapped. You don't know why. Your life appears normal. Yet deep inside, a quiet voice whispers that something isn't right. Have you ever felt like there's an invisible barrier keeping you from your true potential, from the life you truly deserve? What if I told you that feeling isn't random, that deep within you, hidden beneath the surface, exists an unstoppable force capable of reshaping reality itself, but you've never been allowed to know it's there? Have you ever questioned why some people effortlessly attract success, wealth, and opportunities, while others struggle endlessly? Is it luck, fate, or something else entirely? Maybe you've sensed it before, a feeling deep in your gut that reality is more flexible, more mysterious than you've been led to believe, but no one talks about it. Why does society dismiss the incredible energy you feel within as fantasy, superstition, or nonsense? Do you ever feel that there's a hidden truth you've been deliberately kept from discovering? What if your instincts were right all along? That your mind holds an energy so potent, so real, that it can actively shape your environment? If you had access to that power, what would you change about your life? How would it feel to finally live free from the invisible chains holding you back? Here's the unsettling truth. You've spent your entire life standing in front of doors that lead to infinite realities. Doors to the life of success, doors to freedom, doors to power. But without knowing it, you've been programmed to ignore them, to never turn the handle, never step inside. Who programmed you? Why don't they want you to discover this truth? What if right now you're asleep, locked inside a carefully crafted illusion that keeps your true potential hidden? Who benefits from your ignorance, from your confusion, from your disbelief in your own extraordinary power? What would happen if you woke up? If you finally opened your eyes to a secret truth hiding just beneath the surface of reality itself? Today you stand at the crossroads of truth and illusion. Will you dare to finally see the hidden force within you? The real energy manipulation you've never been allowed to access. This isn't science fiction or fantasy. This is your reality, waiting patiently beneath your fingertips, ready to transform your world the moment you choose to awaken. But be warned. Once you know this truth, there's no turning back. Are you ready to finally open your eyes and see? Then brace yourself, because what comes next might just change your life forever. Why is it so difficult to acknowledge the hidden power within you? Because from birth, you've been taught to believe in a limited reality, designed by societal conditioning and psychological manipulation. But who wrote this script? And why are you blindly following it? Carl Jung once warned us, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. What if your entire reality has been shaped by something invisible, buried deep within your own mind? Philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche spoke of humanity's silent obedience to invisible masters, those who control beliefs, perceptions, and identity without anyone even realizing. Imagine if these hidden puppeteers had convinced you to doubt your very ability to harness your own internal energy. You would become your own prisoner, never challenging your limitations, never realizing your potential. But who exactly benefits when you deny your own power? Russian novelist Fyodor Dostoevsky understood better than anyone that internalized guilt, shame, and doubt control our behavior more effectively than external force ever could. What if your doubts aren't really yours, but carefully planted seeds meant to keep you distracted, weak, and dependent? Have you considered that your insecurities are not accidents, but precisely engineered barriers that prevent you from tapping into your true potential? Edgar Allan Poe knew that the greatest prison isn't built from iron bars, but from confusion, fear, and madness lurking deep inside the human mind. What if society purposefully creates mental chaos, constantly feeding you anxiety, uncertainty, and doubt, simply to prevent you from seeing clearly? Have you ever wondered why the world seems increasingly anxious and fearful, despite abundant knowledge and progress? The writer H.P. Lovecraft suggested that humanity remains blissfully unaware of vast, terrifying forces lurking just beyond the visible universe. But what if those cosmic horrors weren't monsters, but ideas, powerful ideas, designed to keep you feeling insignificant, powerless, and unable to manipulate your own energy? Is there a deliberate conspiracy to ensure you remain blind to your own potential, afraid of discovering a hidden truth? Arthur Schopenhauer claimed the world is driven by a blind, unconscious will, causing endless suffering and conflict. Yet Viktor Frankl revealed that even within darkness, humanity can uncover profound meaning. Here lies your choice. Do you surrender to the unseen manipulation shaping your life, or do you find the courage to reclaim your hidden power? You're standing at the edge of awareness, ready to confront an ancient psychological force that has silently controlled humanity for centuries. But the question remains, are you brave enough to break the spell and finally see clearly? Have you ever considered the price you're silently paying every day you remain unaware of this hidden energy? Society teaches you that life happens randomly, that your struggles and successes are purely chance. But what if this isn't random at all? What if you're caught in an invisible web, carefully crafted by conditioning, bias, and deeply embedded neurological patterns that quietly dictate your every choice, belief, and emotion? Cognitive psychologists have long known the power of the human subconscious. Your brain secretly absorbs beliefs, fears, and limitations planted by society and family, imprinting them onto your identity. Have you noticed how often you wear masks to fit in, abandoning your true power to conform to expectations you didn't even choose? What hidden potential are you burying every time you silently accept the role forced upon you? Every second spent unaware of your hidden energy is another moment wasted, a piece of your potential silently slipping away. Consider how many dreams, passions, and opportunities have vanished simply because you were taught not to trust your own instincts. Neuroscientists call this confirmation bias, the invisible force that makes you unknowingly reject truths capable of freeing you. But how much longer can you afford to ignore reality? Have you felt trapped, endlessly repeating the same mistakes without knowing why? Society has conditioned you to walk in circles through invisible mazes, sabotaging your energy, limiting your options, and restricting your reality. Your brain, hardwired by fear and conditioned anxiety, silently locks you into repeating patterns, dooming you to mediocrity. But who profits from your quiet desperation? Think about your self-image. Is it genuinely yours, or a fragmented reflection pieced together from other people's judgments? Cultural conditioning forces you to doubt your worth and downplay your inner strength. By believing their lies, you've unknowingly handed over control of your reality to invisible authorities. Each distorted reflection you accept further limits your ability to harness your energy. How long will you let them control who you become? The greatest consequence of all, eventually losing yourself completely, disconnected from your true power, trapped inside an illusionary self built entirely by others. You're living a fraction of the life you could have, quietly suffering under the invisible weight of lies you've unknowingly believed. But now, at this critical moment, you stand at the threshold of discovery. Will you continue to fade away, or will you finally awaken and reclaim the reality that's rightfully yours? What if breaking free began with one powerful realization that reality isn't fixed? It's a fluid, malleable field waiting for you to shape it. To escape, you must first dare to question everything you've ever believed. Society's greatest fear is that you discover how easily the invisible chains around your mind can be shattered. Are you ready to step through that veil and reclaim your birthright? Throughout history, visionaries like Nikola Tesla, Leonardo da Vinci, and Socrates refused to accept reality as it was handed to them. They saw energy differently, not as something passive, but as a tool they could actively control. These rebels shifted paradigms by defying conventional thinking. Like them, can you imagine reshaping your life simply by recognizing and claiming your hidden energy? Modern neuroscience confirms something astonishing. Your brain physically changes when you consciously reshape your thoughts. Every moment you challenge old beliefs, new neural pathways form, weakening the grip of invisible programming. Imagine deliberately rewriting the neurological code that has kept you powerless, confused, and trapped. Your rebellion begins inside your own mind. Are you ready to reclaim your internal landscape? Breaking free doesn't require grand gestures or external force. It demands mastering the internal power you've always possessed. Ancient wisdom and modern psychology align perfectly. Your energy responds directly to intention and emotional clarity. By cultivating peace, confidence, and purpose within yourself, you disrupt the external manipulation controlling your reality. Could the answer you've searched for be as simple and powerful as finding alignment within? Think of the times you felt unstoppable, brief moments when everything aligned effortlessly. That wasn't luck. It was your true power briefly shining through. But what if you could access that power consistently? Breaking free of societal conditioning forever. By consciously focusing your mind and emotions, you become the architect of reality rather than its passive participant. How would your life change if you chose to become permanently unstoppable? The rebellion you've begun isn't just about personal freedom. It's about revolutionizing your entire existence. You no longer have to settle for the reality handed to you. By consciously choosing your thoughts, by refusing to believe the lies society has sold you, you step into unparalleled power. This isn't fantasy. This is your new reality, waiting for you to take control. Are you prepared to rise and claim your true potential, to finally live the life you've always known you were capable of? Here's the ultimate truth you've been waiting for. Reality is not something external that happens to you. It's something you continuously create from within. The hidden energy you've sensed all your life isn't merely inside you. It is you. Every thought, every emotion, every belief instantly reshapes the quantum fabric of reality itself. Can you grasp the power and responsibility of knowing you are not separate from reality, but actively creating it? Every struggle you've ever faced, every setback, limitation, and frustration now makes perfect sense. You've unknowingly shaped these challenges with your fears, doubts, and beliefs about what you deserve. But the moment you realize you're both the creator and the creation, these fragmented experiences align into one undeniable truth. You have always been in control. What would happen if you finally embraced this truth without fear or hesitation? The final realization is profoundly simple yet astonishingly powerful. Your intention alone dictates the reality you experience. Your life isn't determined by chance, fate, or external authorities. It's shaped entirely by the clarity, intensity, and consistency of your energy. You are already bending reality. You simply haven't known how deliberately you've been doing it. Can you now see clearly how every thought shapes your future? Here lies the paradox. Once you recognize your power to shape reality, you also understand your profound connection to everyone and everything around you. You're not merely an isolated individual, but part of an intricate universal consciousness. Your power isn't solitary. It's infinitely amplified by the connections you create and the energy you radiate outward. How would your life transform if you chose to embrace this unity completely? At this moment, your path forward is clear. The ultimate realization is not merely an idea, it's a total rebirth. By acknowledging that your reality responds directly to your thoughts and energy, you break free from the limitations others have imposed on you. Your old self, bound by invisible chains, falls away. What emerges is an unstoppable force, a version of yourself that has always existed, waiting patiently for you to wake up and claim it. This isn't the end. It's your beginning. The chains are broken, the illusion shattered, the hidden truth finally visible. You hold within you an unstoppable energy, powerful enough to reshape reality itself. The only question remaining, what reality will you now create? Step forward fearlessly, consciously shaping the life you deserve, unbound by the illusions that once imprisoned you. Because energy manipulation isn't just real, it's your birthright, your ultimate freedom, your greatest awakening. Are you ready to finally live it?